Okay, I think we're live. Let me look and see. We're having technical difficulties. We had a little bit of sound problems last time, so we just may have to postpone. Let's just see what happens here. Let me go here and here and here and here. Halloween fun. Can't seem to get in. Okay. I'm supposedly live. Ooh, can you hear us, Lori? Okay. I wonder what that was all about.
So strange.
It is
Okay.
strange, but it's ghostly and it's Halloween.
I'm
Gonna have to make
writing.
a new banner. This is on the, oh gosh. Okay, well, thank you, Lori. We'll have to research and see what the heck is going on. Hopefully, I don't post to say we got a new link that shows up. You know, we're new at this. I'm new at this. Let me go and see if it shows up.
Okay. I'm
It
seeing it
shows
on
up. Are ya?
yeah.
There was a couple of them. There's an upcoming one at 12:38 p.m. Don't know what that's all about. But you can see it on there.
Yeah. Yeah, and
Live. All
I can see Lori. I can see the Quiet Earth music.
That's
Everybody says
Steve. Okay, well, if nothing else got Lori. Hi, Lori. Technical difficulties. Well, we live and learn, don't we? I don't have any idea what happened there. I just created a new one. One thing I'm going to research is how to get back in. If you have one, how to get back in. So,
yeah.
yeah,
Oh,
there you go.
look, you got the banners back up though. That's great.
I got the banners. I got the banners. All right. Okay. We're going to go ahead and talk about some Halloween favorites. And if anybody can find this, I should put a note on the other one to say, hey, come to the new one. But we'll have fun anyway. I
Yeah,
don't
I
know. Let
put
me look.
a note that said, come to the new link, but I didn't know how to get the new link in there without making big disruptions.
That's all right. That's okay.
I
I
bet
mean,
I can do
yeah,
it. Right.
this is just truly a live stream. I don't know how to do any more than we're doing. And I don't know, like Saskia and those guys would know to look for a new one or not.
I'm gonna go comment.
Or I'll do a post right here. Look for a new link.
Okay.
Link to live.
Okay, if Lori found us, other people can find us. So,
Yes. Difficulties. So what would you like to start with first? As far as
oh goodness. We were gonna do Halloween favorites. We were talking about candy. You want to talk about
well,
candy?
you can't lose with candy. You just can't lose with candy. So what are
Yeah.
your favorites?
They change. I like the little chocolate bars, like little Hershey bars, little Hershey special darks and Hershey's with almonds and I really I like candy corn. I don't crave it like I did when I was little. Um but I just the chocolate things and I really like caramel popcorn.
Oh my gosh, who doesn't love caramel popcorn? There's a caramel popcorn place in Chicago. Can't think of the name, but it's like people come from all over. They'll have it shipped. It's the best caramel popcorn in the world.
Awesome. I think we're going to try to make some tonight after the shop closes, like from scratch.
Ooh, oh, nice. I mean, it's one of my all-time favorites, candy corn or caramel corn. Candy corn is good with peanuts, sweet and
Yeah.
salty. Mix them together.
Yeah.
Really good. But my favorite is Reese's and Twix and Butterfinger.
Yum.
That's my very
Oh,
favorite is
Butterfinger.
Butterfinger. I've always been a Butterfinger fan.
I've always liked paydays. I love paydays with the peanuts on the
Oh,
outside and all the
man.
caramel. Oh, so good. So good.
Oh,
That
man, paydays. That's fabulous. Yeah,
When I was a kid,
that's
I felt ripped off if I got things like Mary Jane's. I Bit of Honeys and Mary Jane's and what was one you said? Good and Plenty's, anything
good and
licorice,
plenty.
rip
Ugh,
off.
yeah,
And
total rip
I don't
off.
know. Did everybody else like get together with all your friends after you trick or treated and like everybody would like dump the candy out and you'd swap the ones you didn't like and there was always everybody trying to pass off the licorice on somebody else
Yeah,
and
yeah.
yeah,
Well, back then there were more full-size candy bars too. They didn't have little teeny tiny ones when I was a kid. I mean,
yeah,
being years old when I was a kid, a long time ago. So they didn't have the little minis and stuff. So you got full-size candy bars, or sometimes you get an apple or something like
yeah.
that.
Yeah, or we still knew the neighbors growing up, and so a lot of the places we went, go across the street to Ms. Abbott, and she had homemade cookies packaged up in wax paper for everybody. That was really cool. You get home and mom would say, "Who's that?" And Ms. Abbott, and so it was in. Those were in. Yeah, she
Love
was a
it.
good cook. Man. Yeah. Oh, I'm looking at.
How
Let's see.
about Halloween costumes as a kid?
I liked wearing costumes all the time when I was a kid, and it kind of all blurs together. My mom sometimes would sew me just little vampire outfits and whatnot. I really liked having dresses with long, pointy sleeves, and she'd just have me
Oh
lay on a
yeah.
piece of fabric and trace around me and make them. And so I had a pink one to be a princess and a black one to be a vampire, and I think I always had the terrible big vampire teeth to put in. Um, I know I had a Halloween party when I was in 7th grade, maybe, and in that one, I'm dressed as a vampire bat, and I remember being really happy with my vampire bat outfit. Oh, Milk
Well,
Duds are awesome.
oh,
Oh,
yes, Steve loves himself some Milk Duds. Yeah,
and
Milk Duds.
Whoppers too. I always think of those things together, Milk Duds and
Oh,
Whoppers.
yes. Steve's a Whopper fan. That's for sure. Well, costumes, I'm old enough that we had the plastic faces, you know. Casper the Ghost was, I loved Casper the Ghost. So I was Casper the Ghost for a couple years, I know. And then I think one year I was um, one of the Disney princesses. And it just, I liked it, but it really wasn't something that would be more Casper the Ghost. But, back in the day, everybody had their plastic faces on.
Yeah, the pictures of those now are really kind of creepy.
They are when you get down to it. Now they have the rubber masks that are just so realistic. I mean, it's some of them are just scary as all get out. I mean, they
Yeah,
really are scary.
yeah,
Yeah.
I have a lot of secondhand masks in the shop right now that just freak me out, and I hope somebody will come buy them this week. I really do. I don't want
Well,
to keep them again.
how old were you when you stopped trick or treating? Because I mean, I think that was kind of regional how that happened, or what particular neighborhood or city you lived in. I think there was a difference there. When did you stop trick or treating?
I think elementary school was the end of it all because definitely by 7th grade, if I was throwing a party, I wasn't trick or treating anymore. So I think
Yeah.
maybe 5th grade was the end. Yeah.
Yeah, and I think that was in my time as well. Now, a lot of the junior high kids, they're well into the dress up. They have a costume party at school, and they go out and trick or treat. They
Oh,
just do it. Yeah. So it's just a different, I don't know, there's a lot of the junior high kids trick or treat. I don't know that the high school kids do.
yeah. I trick or treated once in high school, sort of. It was I was in marching band and Halloween was on a Friday And we always got third quarter off. And at third quarter, we ran across the street from the high school and trick or treated at like 3 houses right across,
Right.
just holding out it was the old school marching band uniform. So those
Yeah,
big hats, we're holding
yeah.
those out. And
I
the
love
people
it.
all laughed and gave us candy.
You play what instrument?
The flute.
I played the clarinet.
My brother played clarinet.
Ah, played the clarinet, oboe, and bassoon. But you don't play oboe and bassoon in marching band. Can you
No.
imagine marching with a bassoon? No, they don't have straps.
And those are hard. Those little reeds on the oboe and the bassoon are super hard.
It takes a different embouchure. It does. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. I once played the timpanis. We just had a couple songs that needed timpanis, and the band director said, "Can you do that?" So I did that. I guess I was in eighth grade, but marching band, I was straight flute.
How about a movie? What was your favorite Halloween movie or TV show slash movie?
TV show, definitely. It's The Great Pumpkin, Charlie Brown.
Oh, yes. I love Charlie Brown.
Yeah, that's
It's
the
one of
one thing I want to watch every Halloween.
Yep,
Yeah.
yep. And then I remember the movie House on Haunted Hill, and I can't tell you who was in it. I don't remember. It was black and white. It was so scary. But I loved the House on Haunted Hill. That was
Oh
such
yeah.
a good movie. Now I've
Yeah.
never seen any of the Tim Burton movies, like the Tim Burton Halloween. Have you seen it?
I've seen Nightmare Before Christmas with the
Yeah.
Halloween town and the Christmas town. Yeah. Yeah, I like that. I'm not one of the mega fans of it. But I did this had to be 20 years ago now. I was getting some last minute I was trying to get some last minute Halloween decorations and a week before Halloween and I'm in I think it was at Garden Ridge. It was one of the big box stores. And there was just like one aisle of Halloween left and they were putting up all the Christmas stuff. But from where I was, I could hear like all the little jingly, animatronic Christmas music and the jingly animatronic Halloween music. And I was between these two sections. And it really felt like I had wandered into that film. And I was stuck between Halloween Town and Christmas Town. That was fun.
Well, it's on my list to watch that Tim Burton one. He's kind of creepy, but I kind of like him all the same. But yeah, that's kind of on my list. The old Vincent Price movies. Steve and I were talking this morning about that. Some of those were really good, really good. House of Usher and all those
Yeah.
good things.
All the good Vincent Price ones. Yeah, this week
Yeah.
we've been flipping back and forth between like the 1960s Hammer horror films and some obscure old British black and white stuff. And then last night we watched Midsummer for the first time.
Midsummer. What's that one about? I'm looking at our for our
Uh,
list.
it came out a few years ago, 3, 4, 5 years. I know if you have the Carlotides deck, there is one drawing in the Carlotides deck that is definitely taken out of the movie, but it's sort of in the same vein as Wicker Man.
See, now I've never seen Wicker Man, and I really want to see that. I've never seen Wicker Man. I've never seen Hocus Pocus either.
I've never seen. Well, I think I've seen pieces of Hocus Pocus, but not the whole thing.
Yeah, I wanted to see Wicker Man. Now, is that a really old movie? And is that Halloweeny or just spooky?
Um, well, it's set in the summer. It's either a solstice celebration or a May Day celebration. I forget, but it's spring, summer, the setting. The vibe is all very scary and Halloweeny. So a lot of the movies I think that are really scary, I don't think of as Halloween movie really because they don't happen at Halloween. But yeah, Wicker Man, really
Oh,
scary.
yeah.
The old one, it's a very much an adult Christopher Lee. So that era, I guess, early 70s.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
I had never even heard of it until I heard Simon mention the Wicker Man movie. Never had I ever even heard of it.
Do not accidentally watch the Nicolas Cage one. Do not.
I've never it didn't even dawn on me. I didn't know any history of what it was about, so it wasn't really appealing. I'm thinking, okay, what's in it? So yeah, I've heard not such good things about that one.
Yeah, although there's some master clips you can find on YouTube of like all the worst scenes put together, and they're just hilarious.
So yeah, we won't watch that one. We won't watch that one. But I do want to. My daughter watched Hocus Pocus in junior high, so I mean, it seems like I should watch it. It
There
just
were a
seems like I
whole
should.
Oh, go ahead. I'm sorry. I was just gonna say there were a whole bunch of witch movies that came out all at once, and Hocus Pocus was one, and
The other one with Sandra Bullock in it and Nicole
yeah,
Kidman, I think, was in it. Practical Magic. Was that Practical Magic?
yeah, yeah,
Mhm. I have seen that. It
yeah,
was cute. But
yeah.
I don't, the same things that were popular 20 years ago aren't popular now, I don't suppose, maybe. I don't know. Everything has changed so much. I'm so old.
I feel like a lot of people who are younger than us, who saw Practical Magic when they were, 8 to 16, they love that movie so much, and they're still watching it. So that would be, I guess, what, mid-range millennials or something.
Well,
So,
aren't they doing another Practical Magic?
oh, I don't know.
They're doing a new Practical Magic, and I thought they were doing a new Hocus Pocus. I thought
Oh,
so.
wow. I'm out of the loop. I'm so out of the loop. I mean, here I am
Sure
checking
seems
out
like I saw that they were going to do that. I don't know.
I'm super out of the loop. I checked Midsummer out of the library, and we were watching it, and all the previews were showing up, and I was just like, never heard of that one, never heard of that one. So I'm out of the loop. My oh, okay. Is it a
One
sequel
other
or is it
one.
a retread of the Hocus Pocus?
That's a good. I think it's a sequel. I mean, they're it's modern day as they are as older. Same with Practical Magic. I'm sure. I'm pretty sure.
The Craft. Oh, I forgot about The Craft. I liked the first Craft. Um, sorry, since I. Oh, Simon and Sandra are here. They're in Glastonbury already.
Sis, I'm telling you what, Simon and Sandra, we had one heck of a time. The sound was off, so I had to go back out. Didn't know how to come back in, and I actually thought of you, Simon, because I remember you saying that they wanted you to do the telethon, and that was fine, but people that do the telethon need to know what they're doing. It's like, no, I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know how to go back in. So I quick made another one, and I'm so glad you're here. How's everything in Glastonbury? Glastonbury.
I'm so
This is
jealous.
fun. Oh, me too. I don't know what Steve and I were watching last night, but it was like um, there was all well, I don't know if it was Simon's vlog, might have been Simon's vlog. All these fabulous shops that shop after shop after shop. You can get all these wonderful things, and we don't have that here. The Midwest is not all that witchy friendly. You know, you just can't get that many fun things. We do have a gem shop here in town. That's it. We were talking
Yeah.
about someplace we could go to maybe do like some sort of a pagan festival in the shops and all that, like Simon gets to partake of all the time, and we just don't have that around here. Do you?
Richmond's getting spookier, and that's just above us. Not so much Petersburg, though. Oh, set up. Oh, awesome. Are you in the same cottage? I know this is all going to be in the vlog later. Yes, drink a mead for me too. Um, but yeah, in Petersburg, we're the only spooky shop. Um, which is people are happy that we're here, and they come in and hang out a lot. Um,
Well, yeah, and you think you could really, since you're extending your store, you might be able to expand into some other things like, like you need to think about expanding right now with everything else you have to do. Holy moly.
Yeah, everybody wants me to do crystals. I don't know enough about crystals really to order and sell them yet. So, um, but that's what I get a lot of requests for is crystals.
Yeah, yeah. Crystals and
Yeah.
sometimes some of the statues, candles, things like that. Yeah, right now you can sell all your goodies that you have, and someday, hopefully, you'll get it up online. But that's such a huge
Yeah,
undertaking.
I think I'm just gonna have to hire somebody to do it 'cause
There's something to be said for that. There's definitely something to be said for that.
yeah, I would want it to be a very pretty site.
Yeah, yeah. You want to show some Halloween decks we're using? Do you have
Yeah,
more
yeah.
favorites to talk about? Do you have favorites?
Um, no,
Do
I'm good.
Halloween.
Let's talk about decks.
Let's do. All right. Check that out, Simon. Look, I've even got that along the bottom there. Okay, Halloween decks that I'm using right now. I have this up in my little holder right now. I'm using the Happy Halloween Tarot today. I
Oh,
saw.
that's so cute.
Oh, this is so fun. I mean, it's not like it's brand new or anything, and it's not like I'm showing anything that's like nobody's ever seen. But oh, these cards are so fun. Look at the tower. See, I'd like to visit there. Before it falls down, of course. And aces. So aren't these cute? Do you have this deck?
I don't have this one. No, I think it's really super cute.
Look at the backs.
That's pretty. I like that.
I gotta remember where my camera is. If anybody out there in the comments that actually found us again after we went off and came back on, do you have this deck? So it's fun. I like the colors and it's pip. Let me find a pip. It's pip, but I think it's kind of imaginative pips. You got all the different brooms. They're not all the same. Very fun. With little pumpkins. They're cute.
Cute.
This is really cute. I think I got this. I don't know where I got this. Fun. Super fun.
I like that ghost. That's a good ghost.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing right now. Now, you know what? I draw today the middle card, 5 of Wands. So we have all 5 of Wands moving forward with the video. 5 of Wands was speaking to us right there. We had a little trouble, conflict. Okay, what other kind of deck are you using?
The one I've used the most this month has been the Santa Muerte.
Yes, that's in
I
my
love it.
list. I've got it right here. It's in mine. Yep.
Oh, I love this so much, and I've been using this a lot this month. And it's one of the ones that, if I'm not looking at it in the back of my head, I always know this is beautiful deck. But then I actually start looking at the cards. Oh, we got a little glare there. And they're just beautiful. They're so beautiful. Backs are beautiful.
They
And
are.
I love the card stock. And I've been using this a lot. I keep getting judgment. I keep getting judgment this month.
Well.
Yeah, it's
Lori from
beautiful.
Craggy Witchery has done an entire altar to the Santa Muerte. So
Oh,
she got several videos, and one of them she made a little doll, Santa Muerte doll. Oh, it's fabulous. You have to go check it out. But she's got a
I'll
little
have
altar.
to look at that.
Yeah.
There've been some years before where I've done Day of the Dead altars. Like any year that a family member dies, I always end up with the,
Mhm.
3-tier altar and sugar skulls. I have some molds to make sugar skulls and
Sugar Skull.
photos and
You should do a video on
oh, I should. Yeah, I haven't done it because
that.
I
I
should.
mean,
Nobody's died for a while, so I haven't done
well,
it
no,
for a while.
yeah, you could do a video without the death.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah. Oh, this one. Look at the skulls. He's watering
I know.
the
It is
skulls
just
and they're
such a
sprouting.
fabulous.
Yeah, and I like the guidebook. I like the guidebook. So, yeah, this is the one I've been using the most. Great readings. Great readings. Um, and yeah, I'll make sugar skulls sometime without somebody dying to
That
set
was
me off.
well, I had a set 4 or 5 that, and I've been rotating through them. And another one that I've been using is the Dark Side Tarot. This is new, relatively new purchase for me. I mean, look at the backs.
I love that so much.
But there's now some people are saying it's too busy. Well, I am not opposed to a busy card. I mean, there's just more to look at. That's how I look at it. But I really look at the 8 of Swords.
I
I
love this
love the
one
line work.
so
I love the black and white. Do you have it?
I do, I do. This is my favorite Debray deck.
And look at the. I love this 3 of. I'm not always a 3 of Heart fans or a 3 of Swords fans, but isn't that just Halloweeny?
It's so Halloweeny.
It's Halloweeny, but I really like the all the line work. I like the busyness of some of them. Look at that. Ace of
Yeah,
Wands. It's just fabulous. And look at the moon. Now, that is a wonderful card.
I
Yes.
adore that moon.
What other decks are you using
Oh, let's see.
for
Also
Halloween time?
using I'm also using the Ghost Tarot, and I know I talk about this one all the time, but I just
I'd like to get that one someday. It's beautiful. It is
it's beautiful.
really beautiful. Is it
It is.
older?
It is. I think maybe it might be about 10 years old by now. I don't know.
It's
But
gorgeous.
just spooky and wonderful and
That's
um
beautiful. I think
I
it's so
love
well done.
it really
It's
is. It's look at how beautiful.
the effect that they've gotten there around the characters. I mean, I just think and being 10 years ago, I don't know how much digital whatever would have been used, but I just look at how misty that is, and it's very spooky. It looks like how you imagine a ghost would look. I mean, I just think it's wonderful. I
Yeah,
hope it's
and
still available. I do not know.
it is. It's still available. I think yeah, I have it in the shop too. I love it so much. I have it in the shop. Just so many perfect
Oh,
cards.
it's gorgeous. It's gorgeous. Look at that. I just love the effect they've gotten. What other
It
program have they
glows.
used? It's just, oh, it does glow. I mean, I imagine using that with candlelit would be fabulous. Look at that. Ah,
Yeah.
I love it.
So
I can see why you love it.
love it. And I do use it year round. We're spooky year round here, but I've been
Oh,
using it a lot.
you live in a spooky kind of, where you live with, you're close to where lots of the wars were. Yes.
Blood in the ground here. Yeah.
You know,
Um,
yeah. The cemetery that you've
lot of
talked
old.
about, and you did a walkthrough of that cemetery, didn't you?
Yeah, and that's a
Yeah.
really old one. The Hollywood in Richmond is prettier, but Blandford here in Petersburg is a lot older with the Revolutionary War and some colonial graves there too, I think. So um
Wow.
nice and old. But yeah, the um it's for this country, it's old. So,
Well, so, another thing that I love about Britain is that they honor the old buildings. They don't tear them down like we do here. They honor the sacred ground. They don't sell it to the oil companies we won't go there. But they honor their heritage, honor those buildings. And when I see anything from over there, it just, ah, it's so beautiful. And the ancient stones and that they've just left alone is to be honored as opposed to knocking it down and building something not as pretty. I
Yeah.
mean, I just, well, now I am using one more. I don't know if you're using another one. This is also a new, well, all my decks are new. I've been at this for, this is the RWS Halloween.
I love that.
It is so fun. I've been on that lookout. Has anybody done an RWS Oracle? With these characters. So I've got Steve on that. So making one. But the backs are so pretty. I think this is new. I mean, I don't think this was out last year. I
I
should
don't think
know.
I've seen this one.
No, I'm pretty darn sure it came out this year. It's just,
Oh,
I love the colors. It's see how all the black background. Get my
oh,
back.
look at the jack-o'-lantern up there.
Look at the family as a little ghost. How fun is that? Love the
I like
colors. Lavender in there, and it's a mummy. It's a mummy. Now, how fun is that for Halloween? I
that's
think they
fantastic.
whoever did this. I did a walkthrough, I'm pretty sure. It's terrible. I can't remember what I done and what I don't.
I
Look
don't
at
know
the
how
Emperor
I missed that.
Frankenstein's the Emperor. It didn't take much to amuse me, really. Um, but yeah, this one's for Simon right here. He's got his little pumpkins, and he has a little pumpkin light in
Oh,
his. It's super fun. Look, look Alfred. He's got a trick or treat bowl of candy down there. Now
okay.
that is
I'm gonna have to get this one because this is great. I love this.
two. Two. Isn't that fun? I just think it's super duper fun. Getting out more of it. And the devil, I love it. He's got the ghosts there holding on to his pumpkin.
You can't chain up a ghost.
It's not realistic. Look at the Six of Cups. Another
I'm glad
mummy.
they have a lot of mummies because I think mummies get the short end of things these days.
They are underrated. Underrated. The Knight of Wands has a pumpkin in his hands. I just think it's so clever. I think they've done such a good job. The death card, they've got a pumpkin on there instead of a rose.
That's good.
Super fun. Isn't that fun?
That's a lot of fun.
It doesn't take much to amuse me. Look at that. Is that a fun sun?
Oh, that's great.
You need this deck.
I
You
do
really
need this deck. I do. Where'd you order it from?
I think I got it from Amazon.
Oh, okay.
Look at the moon. It's got the mouth cut out like a pumpkin. Does
Oh,
juicy mouth. So yeah,
that's
this one I am so pleased with this. The Justice card is the Pumpkin Man. So yeah, this is a must-have Halloween deck. I'm very tickled to have it. Tickled.
that's awesome. And I was so mad the other day. I realized that I had told myself I was gonna get the Sleepy Hollow deck. One for me, and I was gonna put some in the store before Halloween, and it just slipped my mind. And so I'm mad at myself for not having that.
That one too. It looks like a good one.
It looks really good, I think. And what else have I been playing with? I've been playing with the jack-o'-lantern. Do you have this one?
Oh, don't have that one. I don't have that one. I got this. I got this one instead. I toiled, but I got this one instead. But that's a
Yeah.
good one. I've seen walkthroughs.
Yeah, they're fun and everything. And it's really fun because of all the creepy things going on in the clouds and all the like spooky owls and whatnot. So it is a fun one. Oh, that's great. Look at that.
Yeah,
Um,
I like those little extra tidbits that they pop in there.
yeah, nice backs too. Yeah. So I've been using
Love
that.
that.
I've been using the Todd Alcott Horror Tarot.
I
Um,
haven't seen a walkthrough on that one.
oh,
Are the
you have?
cards really scary? Oh, no, that's a good one.
Oh,
No, I've
yeah.
never seen that one.
Oh, I think
Um,
when I did my my Halloween decks video, I think I walked through the whole thing really super fast. Um, but
I
it's
haven't seen
great.
hardly any of the cards. Oh,
It's
yes, I
great.
remember that. I
Yeah.
remember that. Yep, you did do that one. That's a
Yeah,
good one.
it's so good. I just love his stuff. I think I'm about to order his sci-fi tarot for the shop because I love all his work so much. I really love the pulp tarot too. And the sci-fi
Well,
one is great.
I was on Syrian Shadow site and I saw his newest one. I can't think of the name of it. Simon showed it yesterday. Too scary for me.
Oh,
It's
oh
kind of like
really?
Joker. Joker Tarot. It's just like, well, it was very goth. It was very like they used the term heavy metal,
Mm-hmm.
which was just a little too scary for me. I'm kind of, yeah, just a little too scary. Like the Joker's too scary. The about as far as I can go is the Murder of Crows. I mean, do you have
Yeah.
horror decks? A lot of horror decks. I mean, you might like the series. I mean, it is just fabulous, the artwork and everything, but
Yeah, I caught
scary,
like a
scary. I can't remember the name of it.
6 or 7 cards of that, I think. It was sort of busy-ish yesterday in the shop, which was great, but I need to go back and watch that. So I saw 6 or 7 cards and I was like, it made me think of the what is the other one? The Macabre Tarot in a way. That same
Mm,
kind of really edgy
yeah,
art. And that's
I
another one that I
really like it. Mm,
yeah.
I love the artwork, but I wish, and this probably somebody told me once, like, get, and it might have even been Simon, I don't know, but to get that Joker deck and see why you're so afraid of it. Maybe there's a little something I need to work through. Well, I'm sure there's a lot of things I need to work through, but to get that deck, and perhaps there's a reason I should be getting it because I'm so afraid of it. So
Mhm.
I've thought about it. Steve has it. He likes it, but
Yeah,
that,
I think it's really good art, and I think um there are there's a certain number of decks that I don't get, not because I'm afraid of them, but because really an inordinate amount of people that I've been friends or family with have died in grisly ways, and so I don't want to see
oh,
anything that reminds me of that.
well,
So
goodness, no, you don't need more grizzly. You
yeah,
need,
so, I'm just kinda like there'll be some things where I'm like, "Deal breaker," and there's really it's not the deck's fault, it's just the associations that I have with certain types of death. Yeah,
yeah.
some things are just out. Um, Nothing against horror in general because I like spooky stuff, but just some grisly details I can't do.
Well, a couple deal breakers for me are creepy clowns. No, I
Ugh,
just can't do creepy clowns. I'm among the throngs of many that have issues with clowns. I just do. But old dolls, the old, okay, they just are so creepy. You'll see, you'll see people going into antique places or whatever, and there'll be all these old dolls lined up, and they're just watching you watch. It just, those are two things. I take Grizzly over creepy clowns. I mean, you could not pay me enough to watch it. Somebody could offer me $1 million and I would not watch the movie It. I just wouldn't do it. And then the little dolls. They're just not new dolls, not like the Barbie face or whatever, but those
mhm.
antique dolls. Some of them have some super creepy energy to them. Do you have any
Oh, yeah.
antique dolls in your shop? Could you,
Yeah,
could
yeah, I need
you
to get
watch them walk
more.
by? Do they watch your every move?
They're pretty creepy, some of them. There are some creepy ones. Although I need to hit a new antique doll auction at some point because I'm getting kind of low on them. People love their creepy dolls. Um, and we
I
just
don't understand it.
went and looked. This man came in and said his mom had collected dolls, and they aren't old dolls. They're like probably 90s, early 2000s. And they're what I think of as flea market dolls in a way, because like they're nicely made and they're kind of trying to look like the old porcelain dolls, but they're new and they have the elaborate hair and the frilly outfits and whatnot. And I think a lot of stores, like your Walmarts and your Kmarts and whatnot, and your home shopping networks sell tons of these dolls. He's just got this warehouse half full of these dolls. He's like, I need to get rid of these. And I was like, no. But then we came home and we're like, oh, we could make some demented art with a warehouse full of creepy dolls. So we might go back.
Think the deck you could make. Think of the deck that you could make with all the things in your shop.
Ooh.
Photographic deck. I mean, the potential is so there for you to do that.
And I never thought of that.
Oh my goodness.
Wow.
Because you love collage decks, don't you?
Mm-hmm.
You can make them collagey, or Victorian-esque, or I mean, gosh, you just looking behind you there. And what's behind you, those would make nice cards. I'm looking, oh, those are nice.
Oh,
Think
yeah,
about what you can do with your goodies.
Private stock here. This is old collection.
Another project that you need.
Yeah, this was here when we moved here. This was being passed around Vance's family because the person who owned it, like the, great whoever who owned it died and nobody else wanted it. Here's my little Alice in Wonderland clocks here. I have two.
Aww.
That's like a 1890s watercolor. I got it at an auction. There's a rabbit. There's some really
1890s?
Nice wow. Yeah, it's dated on and it's so cool. I hit auctions a lot. Another very old watercolor, and then some kind of ordinary. Oh no, darn! I have a lamp in the way there. Ordinary kind of landscape, but somebody painted dirigibles across it. That's really cool.
Love
and then there's a Saint Nicholas of Smyrna here, the one who's always holding the skull.
Oh, really? Oh, geez.
Yeah.
Oh, man. Yeah, well, if that's, I don't know how you do the copyrights when you're taking other people's pictures and making something out of them. I don't know how that works, but I don't know. There's like with music, is there a copyright? The copyright has lapsed like it does with music? I don't know.
I don't know. When I was doing the doing my little collage cards for the Out of the Hermit's Cave deck, because we were both in that. I just used images that were public domain from Metropolitan Museum for that. Yeah, I have not been paying attention to the chat at all.
Well, nobody can find us. So what I'm going to do is I will edit and put our live picture up there so that people will see it, because right now the banner, I think, has got some weird thing on it. So I'll fix
Laurie
that.
said something about a creepy doll, though. I think a talking doll. Talking dolls are creepy. Straight up.
Beanie and Cecil. Oh my gosh, with the string in the loop. Yep. I love that. I had some kind of a talking doll too, but I don't remember because I wasn't very into dolls. My mother bought me some Barbies, and I thought, what? I don't want these. But anyway, Beanie from Beanie and Cecil. Yep. Love it.
I don't know Beanie and Cecil.
Oh, you'll have to Google it.
Yeah, I'll have to. Isn't that funny?
Yeah, now, can you imagine buying a doll where you'd have to pull a string to make it talk? Now, I mean, it's all computerized inside.
My nieces, I remember they got one of the Disney princess dolls once. Most annoying doll, and it would say, put on my tiara, put on my tiara. And if you put on the tiara, it would tell you to do something else. And
Oh,
my
wow.
sister-in-law disabled that voice
Disabled
box
that
so
voice box.
fast. It was just like, oh, no, battery died, can't replace it. Sorry.
Oh my goodness. Oh, geez. Well, do you want to talk about ghost stories or things that happen to us ghostly?
Yeah, let's talk ghost stories. You tell one first. You tell one first.
Well, I have several. One of them was that happened to Steve, but I actually wrote them down because there are several. For one thing, in this house was built in the 30s. Only house I've ever owned. We bought it in 1980. But consistently, we would hear footsteps, somebody coming up and down, either walking upstairs. There were times when I thought Steve was up, he was still sleeping. Somebody was walking up here. And the original owners, this is one of the first houses on this parcel. 33 maybe it was built. Then there was just not very many houses around it, all right next to the lake, and so there weren't very many people along there. So yeah, I'd hear footsteps, and you could smell cigarette smoke.
Oh, an
So
unhealthy
obviously,
ghost.
yes, an unhealthy ghost. So yeah, cigarette smoke. So those are just two things that happen to in this house as far as the house is concerned. And then so I'll let you tell one, and then I'll come back. We'll trade off back and forth. But that's the ghostly thing here. And they weren't happy when we added on a kitchen. They just no, there was some more shenanigans going on, footsteps and odd things happening. They weren't happy that we were changing their home. But since we put that on there, that addition on, which would have been like 16, 15, I don't even remember, a long time ago, hardly anything has happened since. So they must have just gotten annoyed and said, well, we don't like this place anymore, we're out, we're gone.
Yeah, packed
I
up
thought that was kind of
and left.
interesting though. Yeah.
Yeah. Um, when we said we were going to tell ghost stories, I remembered one that one of my friends told me once that was so spooky, and so I'm going to tell you my friend's story. It's in two parts. The first part is someone in the earlier generation had died, and let's just call her Aunt Mary. And so Aunt Mary was, a fun, hilarious person, and somebody else in the family went to a psychic or a card reader and wanted to know if they could get any messages from Aunt Mary. And the psychic started laughing, and she said, I'm getting this message from someone laughing, and she says to tell her, oh, it's not as hot here as I expected it to be. And
That's
they were
funny.
just dying laughing because they said that's exactly the kind of thing Aunt Mary would say.
I love it.
And so that's part one, but part two is a few years later. There's somebody in the next generation, a niece or something, um, and family get together. She's playing with her toy phone, and they're like, oh, who are you talking to on the toy phone? And she says Aunt Mary, and this isn't unusual because she's heard a lot of stories about Aunt Mary, and Aunt Mary did this, Aunt Mary did that. So it's not unusual that she'd say, oh, I'm talking to Aunt Mary. And they said, oh, what's Aunt Mary say? And she says it's not as hot as she thought it would be.
That's so funny. Wow.
Whoa. So that's one of my favorite ghost stories from one of my friends.
Wow. Wow. That,
Yeah.
yeah. Yeah. Well, another one that I have is when my dad was passing away, he and mom lived down the street. Mom had passed away from cancer 7 years earlier. Um, he had diabetes, yada yada yada, and he was just slowly but surely having heart issues and heart failure and this and that. But he died a very ugly death spiritually, I think.
Mm.
Um, he talked, no, right before he died, he talked for days, never stopped. He just talked and talked and talked and talked and talked. Had some nightmares and such. But there's two things to this. Steve was sitting with him in the bedroom, and Steve could tell this better, but there were like, Steve could see like these dark figures, these dark, wispy figures around Dad. And Dad was saying, take him, not me. Thanks, Dad. Thank you so much. This was Dad. Take him, not me. Take him, not me. And Steve, as I recall, Steve finally left the room. I don't know, and I can't remember for sure if they just disappeared. But that was a very creepy. Didn't happen to me, but I was upstairs at the time, so it kind of did happen to me. But yeah, so that was kind of a entity, kind of icky thing. But this is also a Steve thing. The house was all cleared out. He had passed away. We had all the things sold, and everything was cleared out. Nothing was left in that house. The phone, you could still hear a phone ringing off and on. And then Steve was checking this one area in the closet. They had a safe in there, and he was checking to make sure everything went out of the safe. And in this little closet, there were some shelves up here behind him. The slipper hit him in back of the head. That slipper wasn't there. The house was completely cleared out. The slipper hit him in back of the head. He came home white as a sheet. White as a sheet, the poor guy. So I went back there and slipper, but that slipper wasn't there. That house was completely cleaned out of everything. So now that's a pretty good ghost story right there.
That
I don't know if
is
Dad was mad or if,
spooky.
if he was saying they took me, they didn't take you. They hit you in the head with a slipper. Don't know. Isn't that interesting?
That is really spooky. Really spooky. I never would have gone back. Never.
Super. Well, we had to, but it was kind of, there was some shenanigans in that house, some definite shenanigans that were Dad related. So yeah, yeah. Do you have another one?
Oh, I never see ghosts. I am not the person who sees the ghosts or hears things, but I know so many other ones. Vance has a couple good ones. My husband, for those of you who haven't met him, um,
Um,
and
and
a couple good ones. One of them has to do with just he and his friend driving, and there's a whole long backstory that I won't even
right.
get into. I did the whole long story in my maybe my 100 Days to Halloween video months ago. But it ends up with he and this friend, they're trying to meet up with some other friends, and they can't remember which house they're supposed to go to. And so they're driving by one friend's house. It's 3 a.m. because they're all punk rock, immediately post high school kids, and um, had been out at a show. And so they're driving by this one friend's house and looking up to see if their lights are on. Is this where all the friends said they'd go afterwards? And this little old woman steps out between two cars right in front of them. Like they haven't seen her before this. And they're just rolling really slow, looking up at the house, to see if the friend's there. And she's dressed like Sunday go to church, with a hat and the purse and maybe even gloves. I can't remember. But she steps out between these two cars, and it is, I'll say again, 3 a.m. and they're rolling along in their car. And she's stepping out, and it's timed perfectly so that as they slowly roll by her, she reaches out for the car door. And Vince, he's driving, and his friend's there, and they were looking up at the house, so they're both looking over this way. And Vance said she reaches out for the car door, and they're just mesmerized. And all of a sudden, his friend turns around and goes, "Drive!" And so he pops the car back in gear because they've been rolling by very quietly out of gear. Pops the car back in gear and goes, up another house, and then puts on the brakes and pops it in reverse so they can, the lights come up in the back. Nobody there.
That was a ghost. That was a ghost. That's amazing.
Yeah, it's amazing. And they both saw the exact same thing. Yeah. It's a good story.
I, yeah, I mean, there's a lot of people don't believe in ghosts, and there's ghosts and there's ghosts. I mean, you can see or feel. Steve sees, I feel. I feel entity or feel people around me. Steve saw my mom at our wedding. She had passed, and we got married on the bluff down the street, and she was there. I didn't see her. I felt her, but I didn't see her. And then after my sister passed, we were I was in bed. I was asleep, and I felt right after. I mean, it was the evening, the night that she passed. She was behind me. I kindly asked her to leave, but we won't go into that story. but I could feel her. She was there, but now she hasn't been back because I asked her please not to come back. But and then one other weird thing having to do with someone that had passed. My ex's grandmother had come to live with us. She had cancer, and so we redid the dining room, and she stayed there for a year, and then finally passed. And when she passed, Jeff's sister and I walked through something very warm, and we feel like we walked through grandma. We were
Oh,
because we both Patty and I looked at each other like we both sensed that it was grandma. Isn't that interesting? It wasn't cold though. We felt
wow.
this push that we walked through the kitchen, and it's like we both felt like we walked through something. So that's kind of cool. That's about it for my ghostly stories, though. I mean, that I can think of. Psychic things, that's one thing, but ghostly things, yeah.
Yeah. There are a lot of places around here that are supposed to be haunted. Again, old cities. And so um just High Street, which is a block over that way. I've done a ghost tour down there, and there are a lot of colonial era houses or, immediately post-revolution houses that are supposed to be haunted. Um and so, a lot of footsteps and slamming doors and people
Yeah.
seeing interesting things. Um,
We have
and
an actual trail, a trip you can take that is a haunted trip through Michigan. It's
oh, cool.
I think guided, or I don't know if it's guided, or it's just a go here and here and here and here and here and here. But yeah, I mean, when you think about it, there's a lot of Indian land here. Well, there's Indian land everywhere. Let's face it, it was their land. But there's a lot of Indian land here, and I'm wondering if there's quite a bit of unrest as far as the spirits go. They were along the lake a lot. The Indians were because the water and all, and the
Yeah.
rivers leading to the lake and all. But yeah, I'd love to go on. Have you ever been on a ghost tour?
Yeah, I've been on one here, no, two here in um Petersburg. I don't think I ever did one in Richmond, which is funny. But then I had like I think three or four different friends who lived in haunted houses, footsteps and people hearing and seeing things. I did a ghost tour in New Orleans. That might have been my favorite one. It was really
Much
good.
think about that. Wow, I bet you there's some real activity there.
Yeah, and the person who was leading ours was a grad student and a folklorist. And so she had actually done all this work. And it was like, okay, the plaque says that this was Marie Laveau's house, but I looked it up and like on the old maps, it's supposed to be that one. And she was just telling us all the real backstory. And
Oh,
yeah, so that was really cool. But yeah, in this building, which is 1810-ish, at least the front part.
oh wow, that will.
Yeah, yeah. And there's ruins down the street that are on like it's a ruined building maybe from the 1700s, but the foundation might be 1600s from the founding of the town. So this is an old area right here, which I think mostly shows up in the incredible way that the colonial era sewers cannot handle the rain we get these days. But it just floods here so much. Um, but because we're uphill from the Appomattox River. But yeah, people walk in the building a lot and ask if we what do they say? Is there energy or is there activity and I'm like, well, they aren't going to talk to me. I mean, I lived a long life and ghosts don't talk to me. I don't know what I ever did to piss them off, but they don't.
Just maybe, it's just everybody's connected differently. The same with the Steve sees things, I feel things. I mean, everybody's got the different clairs. They really do. Everybody's different. But I'm surprised that you don't have more activity where you are, in that building. It's
Yeah.
such an old building. You'd have to sage the bejesus out of that building.
Yeah, I think probably it's mostly been a commercial building. I don't think a lot of people have necessarily lived here. Um, there's a house a couple like a block up, famous house called the Trapezium House, and it was built without right angles to keep the ghosts away.
Oh,
And this is
I'd love
really
to see. Oh, that's
oh,
fun.
it's really beautiful. I'll send you a link. But there's three
Yeah.
buildings here put together, mostly commercial buildings. And Vance wonders if the Trapezium House people had something to do with our last building. Because, I mean, you don't see a lot of right angles in old buildings to start with. But he says it looks deliberately out of whack in our last building, like it might have been the
That
same
is
people.
so interesting. You either had a really poor builder or there was some method to the madness.
Yeah. So
Right
there might
angles,
be.
I've never heard that. Never heard of that before.
Yeah, I think right angles can trap ghosts, apparently. So.
Will be darned. Well, you learn something every day, don't you?
Yeah.
That's
So
fun.
I don't know. Maybe I like spooky stuff so much because ghosts don't actually regularly leap out at me. So I'm feeling a little safe here.
If they were in your face all the time, you might have a whole different idea about things. I love it. Well, it's fun
Yeah.
sharing our ghost stories. The last thing we were going to do is maybe mention some recent decks we have.
Oh yeah.
The decks
And
we
here
purchased.
I was going to stand up here and claim that I had not gotten a lot this month. And then I have already done I'm so piled up right here. I did a walkthrough of this the other day. Um, I've been dying for this for so long, and I am such a fan of Kahn and Selznick, and I found this one, and I said all this already, but I'll say it again. It's pre-owned, and there's some damage to the box, which I'm a little sad about, but um, this was the Kickstarter, and I think the deck is probably the same, but this one came with the cloth that has all these cards life size, and it's just beautiful, and I've never seen that advertised before, so I
Yeah,
was
you
pretty
showed that in your
excited.
video.
Yeah, so what have you gotten this month?
Well, I have got one of them is the Golden Age Tarot by Danny
Oh,
Martin
it's
Diaz.
so
Oh
beautiful.
my goodness. It is fabulous. I've just recently started collecting his decks. I just love his line work so much. And this is the 1909 edition. Look at the backs. I did walk through, but look at the backs. Oh my gosh. But the coloring is so beautiful. And the definition, the line definition, the line work, he's really done a fabulous job on this. It's linen, it's fabulous, glorious, wonderful. I love
That
it so. The colors are just so wonderful. The blues are like there's a pasteliness to them. It's not a word. But, look at the lavender behind the justice. It's just
that's really beautiful.
I love this so much. It's not like, oh gosh, I've never seen that depiction of the card before. It's not that. It's just there's something about this deck I mean, I don't think it overrides the Ancient Orem, but it's up there in my top three. Ancient Orem, I just can't get that knocked down a peg or two. It's just a, but it's, I mean, it's just the coloring and the feel. There's just something magical about this deck. I don't know what it is. I just love it. And it feels, I think it captures the ancestry of tarot somehow.
It's
The
just really
like
delicate.
look at the detail in the wings. I mean, you don't get that just in every deck. And the detail in the plant life and the water and his roll. Huh?
I love
It's
I love Temperance's little foot in the water. It just is so nicely drawn.
probably better cover that up right there because YouTube has a connection. But yeah, I won't show the star card because heaven forbid somebody might get their nose out of joint. But it's they're just beautiful. Just they're just there's something about them, the colors he chose, and there's just seems to be so much more detail in each one.
Mhm.
So that's one of the decks I got.
That's awesome. Simon says that he's just shown Sandra the deck.
Oh, it's fabulous. It is fabulous. No
Nice.
doubt.
Yeah. I also
You know,
got
yeah.
The Unknown Shadows, which is just gorgeous, and I waited months and months and months to get this, but I've already done a walkthrough,
It's a
so
pride deck.
no, this is Dark Centivere.
Oh, or that's what I meant. I didn't say
Yeah.
that. That's what I meant.
Yeah.
Yeah. So finally came. That's the other one I'm supposed to get too. I believe that I just emailed her and said, "Could you please? Is there anything you can do?" She goes, "I'll try sending it again." So I think
Yeah. I know they're being bombed and whatnot, and so
yeah,
it's tough. She seems like a lovely person. Um, but they're just in a bad situation right now.
right, terrible. Are you
Yeah.
going to show some of those, or are you not going to show some of those?
Oh, I was doing that really fast. I'm sorry. I did a walkthrough, I think,
I'd,
but
I'd like I'd like to see just a couple.
yeah,
Yeah, I'd like to see a couple.
yeah,
Oh,
they
it's
are.
beautiful.
They're just so beautiful. And let me find some good ones.
Oh, nice. Now,
Yeah,
is that considered collage?
I think it's collage. I think it's collaging over old photos. Um, and they
Beautiful.
look
Oh,
at
wow. Yeah.
and look at the Hermit.
Oh my goodness. This one's for you, Simon. That's very cool.
Oh, it's just really lovely.
That is beautiful. Yeah.
So
So
it's really
pretty.
beautiful if somebody likes old photos, and somebody likes collage. If you want your cards to really stick to the Rider Waite conventions, you are not going to like this. But
Yeah.
but I really am very pleased with it.
Beautiful. Beautiful.
Yeah. Oh, I knew this would happen if I took it out. I'd having to show them all.
They're pretty. They're really well done.
They're super, super pretty. And
Yeah.
let's see. Oh,
Just gorgeous. Yeah. So pretty.
I love all the umbrellas.
Yeah. It's got such an antique old feel to it than times.
Yeah, yeah. The cups are delightful because it's just all sorts of tea parties going on.
Love it.
Yeah.
Well,
Okay.
we're coming up to an hour and a half, so I probably won't take too much longer, but I got I have two of them, and I'm not gonna show. Everybody knows what these are. These are very recent for me. But the Woodland Ward, Terrible Woodland Wardens, oh my gosh, I love it so much. And where are we?
There you are.
Yeah, love it so much. And I really am liking the Seasons of the Witch. Now, I agree with everyone that says that they have to put winter on each of the cards. There's winter on it, Winter Queen, Winter Queen of Cups, winter this, winter that, everything has winter. But when I did the walkthrough of it, I thought, well, maybe it's because they are going to suppose that you're going to mix and match as the season's coming. Maybe you're going to combine two decks. It came to me when I was doing the walkthrough that, well, maybe, but I don't know. But each one, I mean, it's because some of the cards aren't necessarily winter snow in them. But have you seen this deck at all?
I've seen flip throughs. I'm going to get drummed right out of the community for saying this,
I
but
won't.
Seasons of the
I
Witch
won't.
doesn't do a thing for me. None of them.
You either like it or you
Yeah,
either
I'm
like
just
it or
kind
you
of like,
I see. I like that there's a portal she's going through, but everybody's different with their art. It, you, I'm one of those that I either like it or I don't. Period. There's no real warming up to it, but I like it. But and it says right on there, the Winter Witch. Well, it seems redundant, but there are cards in here maybe that you might not think are, this could maybe be some other, you know, time of year. I don't know. But anyway, I love it. I'm a Seasons of the Witch kind of girl. Now, there is some Christmas elements in it. I do have the Yule deck, so the Christmas elements are great for that. But it's cute. It's pretty. I love like she did all but three of the other Seasons of the Witch decks as far as illustration. There's three decks of the Seasons of the Witch that have a different illustrator, Giada something or other. But yeah, I really like it. But no, you're not going to be drummed out. You're not the only one that doesn't like it. Some people are completely turned off with this fact that it says winter. They're not going to buy it,
yeah.
which I get it. And you could cut it off at the bottom. I mean, you could trim them if it was, but then you might not have any idea what it is. But anyway, that and this, oh, what is
Yeah, I
it?
have the Oracle of the Woodland Wardens, so
I
love it.
mean, it's so beautiful. It's just absolutely beautiful. But there's many walkthroughs out there, so for everybody
Yeah.
looking to learn.
And I have to show this one really quick because if
Yes,
you're a Charlie Brown fan,
I want
get
to see it.
yourself to a Dollar Tree.
Now, is that old? Is that
I got it last week. I was buying cups for our the little market that we did at the shop. Cups for popcorn and cider and whatnot. And it was right by the checkout. This was the only one there, or I would have gotten a stack. And
no
they're so
way?
cute. They're
Is
so
there a little
cute.
book with it? Is there a
Hmm?
book with it?
No
Well,
book.
what book?
Every card has a different
Oh
picture.
my gosh.
And I'm gonna go raid all the Dollar Trees. I think maybe this week. Hopefully, if my life calms down a little bit. Although if we suddenly adopt a dog, it won't. But
Yay, I'm so excited about
fingers crossed. Fingers crossed. But
it.
anyway,
Darling.
it's just so very cute. It was
Ah,
like $1.25, $1.50. I mean, it's almost free. I would have bought out the complete stock. And it's so funny because I've been so mad about Christmas this week, and I don't care if Christmas stuff is in the stores, whatever. But
it's just
Wednesday, while I was eating lunch Wednesday, I was watching, I guess, I'm not sure if it's like the local business community or if it's the city putting up Christmas decorations. And I'm like, my gosh.
it's just
Wait, these are 1954?
that's what Lori said on Amazon.
I'm gonna hit every single Dollar Tree in the area and see if I can find more. Because, like I said, this was the only one. $1.25. I would mail them to all of you. Um, but yeah, they're putting
Yeah,
up Christmas decorations on Wednesday, last Wednesday, and
Tuesday.
wait
Yeah.
till after Halloween, please. Full on
Yeah.
nutcrackers. I mean,
It's not even Thanksgiving yet. I mean, back in the day, you didn't put anything up for or for Christmas until after Thanksgiving. Well, now it's a one-stop shopping. I don't know. It's just too soon. We at least need to have time to put our Halloween decorations away.
I don't even
I
have
mean,
mine
downtown
fully.
is putting up the Christmas lights, but they're white. It's
Hmm.
not like they're different colors, but that's different. No,
Yeah, I
you still got your hay bales up. You don't
respect
need to put anything.
respect Halloween. We have to respect Halloween here. No Christmas before Halloween is over.
That's how I feel about it. Grady
Oh
Brooks
my
Dollar Store
gosh.
was extra fab with tons of Halloween stuff.
I think I
Yeah,
missed a lot of it. I had friends who were, dropping by and like, "Oh, I got you this at the dollar store," and really cool stuff. But yeah, just humbug Xmas. I'm not against it, but I think it needs to stay in its place, which is safely after Halloween.
yeah, for sure, for sure. Well, this was super fun, and for those of you who found us again, and for those of you that maybe will be watching this later when I get the correct picture put up, I do apologize for the technical difficulties. What happened to the sound? I don't know. But I didn't know how to, I just thought, get out, get back in. Well, there may be an easy way to do it, but I couldn't find it. So
Well,
I'll fix
and
this,
you
put our
got back
picture up.
in. You
Well, I
got
had
back
to create a
in.
new one. I had to create a new one, so I'm going to fix that up and, trials and tribulations. And thank you, Simon and Sandra, for taking time from your vacation to stop by. We do appreciate that. I hope you have a fabulous time. Can't wait for the vlog. Do as many lives as you can.
Definitely. And
We're all
thank you.
ready to watch.
Thank you. Thank you to Laurie too, who has like
Yes.
kept the conversation going here. Thank you so much.
She has stuck with us through the end. Thank you so much. Well, we'll be back. We're going to try to do this the last Sunday of every month. Next time, who knows what it'll be? Maybe, yeah, I don't know. We'll find out. So
Yeah,
this is
we'll
the
come up
pie.
with something. We'll be glutted with Thanksgiving dinner and we'll find something to talk about.
Yep, yep, yep. All right, everybody. Well, thank you so much for sticking with us and have a great rest of your day and an upcoming week. Find yourself a little place of peace. Remember what's important. Try to be happy and keep that energy up if you can. Just that positive energy. Surround yourself with light and love and just carry on. Just carry on. All right, everybody. Bye for now.